Okay, meeting call to order at 8:07 p.m.
Motion.
Roll call, myself, Katie Gravino, Diana Corbell, and Rob Coleman. And Dave Sansone is again out due to family emergency. Can everyone rise for the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good evening, everyone. A little bit later today. A little later start, but thank you for being here. I guess we could start with board announcements. Does anyone have anything to share?
I did attend the literacy night. Yeah, that was it, literacy night. And it was a really fun time. My kids had a great time. All the students had a good time. We didn't get to read to the dog because I was late to sign up. But we have our own dog at home, so they could just read to him. But it was a really great time. I thank all the teachers and the staff and the students that put it on. I was approached by a student who is on the SBOTS team, and she was thankful for all the support that they get. So I just wanted to say that.
Yeah, that is a great night. It's the one night my kids are jumping to read. But thank you for everyone for putting that on. All right, if there's nothing else, we can move on to the superintendent's announcements.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome. Nice to see so many people here tonight. It is budget vote night, so hopefully everyone came out to vote tonight. We have just turn that down a little bit, guys. They've been working since very early this morning, the polling sites and everything. Before I get into the superintendent's report or too far into it, and it's going to be pretty brief tonight, I just want to take this opportunity to thank our district clerk, my right hand, Kathy Mascari, for all of her work with the election. I see firsthand how much goes into planning for the election, working with the Board of Elections, dealing with iPads and some tech issues this morning. It was interesting. It was Apple iPads and Microsoft software. They finally, I guess, started talking to each other at a certain point, and the iPads did eventually work, so everyone was able to come out and vote. But thank you for all your hard work, and it's not over yet. All right, at this time, I'd like to call up our PTA presidents. We have Laura and Corinne and Michelle here from SOCSD, Soames, and Tappan Zee High School.
Hello. Sorry, I'm short. So we just want to give a huge thank you to everyone. I know we talked last time about the fun run. I heard the comments on last week's board meeting. We were blown away by how much money we raised. When we went into it, Dr. Page and I had no idea, and we're like, well, what do you recommend? And the man was like, well, like a school this size, he's like $18,000, and she and I were like, okay, sure, let's go for it. And as of today, we got donations from 27 states, 5 countries. We're up to $26,845 in donations and $2,385 in corporate match contributions, way more than we had anticipated. Today, it's still open.
Sorry, can you just repeat those numbers again?
Yes. So donations were $26,845, and then corporate match is $2,385. With the corporate match, like if anybody has little kids who were in it, when you do the donation, it asks you if you want to cover the fee for the school. And I think 66% of people actually said yes, so that was awesome. With the corporate match, we get 100% of that amount. And that more than covered the initial fee that we had to pay to start the program.
That's awesome.
We made it out before the rain. Literally, as the last group was going, the rains came. It was fabulous. So today's the last day for donations. If anybody wants last-minute donations, that ends at midnight tonight. And then we're going to tally the totals by class. The highest earning class in each grade will get an Italian ice party. And then since we reached our fundraising goal, Coach Jacobs, Dr. Page, and Dr. Kulat will be getting pied. We will pick a date soon, and we also have a few other surprise volunteers who are very excited to jump in. So it should be a pretty full stage. We decided to postpone this year's Spring Family Fun Day. There was a lot of conflicts with the high school students with their sports schedules, their dance recital schedules. So we are still planning it for next spring, but we're going to do a fall festival in the fall to kick off the school year. If anybody had students, I guess if they're in 5th grade or older, there used to be a fall festival. So if anybody had students that are older that have been to it, we'd love your input on some information about like what it was, because we'd like to basically redo it, kind of like a carnival Halloween theme. So you can reach out to us for help. And we are doing our first, hopefully annual, kindergarten family meetup on June 9th from 6 to 7 at the Schaefer Pirate Ship Playground. We have representatives from Cub Scouts, Girl Scouts, the YMCA, and we're also reaching out to some of the local sports teams to come and just talk to families so they know what's available. Hopefully some representatives from the libraries to say what programs are over the summer. We are also looking for current PTA members to come to help welcome the new families, to talk about what the PTA does, help us with some sign-ups for membership and all that fun stuff. So we will be sending out a sign-up sheet for that, or you can just show up. And we're doing our school supply sale. Make sure when you're ordering for your student, you order for next year what grade they're going to be in, not the grade they're currently in. It's really fast, it's easy, and everything will be delivered to school on the first day. And finally, we're getting ready for our annual Flowers for Families distribution. It's scheduled right now tentatively for the 2nd week in June. So we'll be reaching out for volunteers to repot the flowers the day before, and then to help the students with distribution on the flowers. And that's it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We appreciate all you do for our schools, and I was sharing with Laura when I was at Cottage Lane that just Cottage Lane alone with this one fundraiser raised more money than back in 2008, all 3 elementary schools combined. So great job.
My son had me call everybody in my phone. He's like, I need to see your contact list now. And I'm like, why? And he's like, because we have to earn money. I have $18,000 to earn. I'm like, what? Good luck with that with Papa. It's not going to pass.
We're like, there's no way.
He took it personally. He called everyone.
The kids had a great time. Thank you.
Hey guys, I'm reporting on behalf of SOMS PTA tonight. At our May meeting, we approved the budget and the board for the 2025-2026 school year. Amanda Levin will be serving as treasurer, Julie Pena as secretary, Gina Shalom-Reyes as vice president, and myself as president. We will need to hold a meeting in June to vote on the bylaws, which will expire on July 1st. It should be noted that both national and state membership fees have increased over the past couple of years, so that is something you might see reflected in the membership fees for the upcoming year. So that's just something to consider. We will be posting information if anybody is interested in joining in on that Zoom. A huge thank you to Liz Brancotti, Amanda Levin, and Rana Park for hosting Control, Alt, and Connect, a panel about internet safety, featuring Rockland County ADA, Gerard Damiani, TZHS student Laura Esteban, and our own George Brady, Director of Technology. The event was made possible by the National PTA Beat Internet Awesome Grant, powered by Google and YouTube. We celebrated Teacher Appreciation Week very successfully, including family-donated snacks and drinks for the staff lounge, students wrote thank you notes, and the PTA purchased a lunch for the staff from Paris Baguette. As far as future events, we have the Last School Store on Thursday, June 5th. We need volunteers. There will be a 6th grade watermelon party at the end of the year. The event will take place on June 18th, and we also need volunteers from 6 to 8 to help slice and serve watermelon for the students. The 8th grade party will be Friday, June 6th. The tickets are on sale. If you need alternative payment methods, we ask that you just send an email to SOMS PTA. We don't want any student to miss out on an event due to financial hardships on the family, so please, if there's any questions or anything, send an email to somspta@gmail.com. We also need support for these events, such as volunteers for the party and rehearsal breakfast, as well as donations. On the Wednesday e-blast, we have links to all of the sign-ups and all of the spreadsheets and all of the things. So just make sure that you're keeping an eye on those e-blasts. The PTA is also selling candy lays to order by June 13th for the 8th graders. They get those at the 8th grade breakfast. And yeah, once again, just all these links for volunteer opportunities and donation opportunities are available on the e-blast as well as the Facebook class pages. And that's all I have.
Thanks, Corinne.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Michelle. I'm presenting for the TZ PTSA. We have project graduation coming up. It's moving along nicely. The entertainment has been booked. Fundraising, we're doing the June balloon sale. June balloons are still for sale. June balloons are still for sale until June 2nd. There's a Google Doc on the website. June balloons are for sale for the 2nd, 5th, and 8th grade and 12th grade students, delivered to the house of the student. Lawn sign fundraiser is closed. The solicitation letters for scholarship and project grad are to be mailed. The food trucks have been booked. Ticket sales begin on May 21st. They're $20 per student. And the volunteer form is coming out and will be posted. You guys are all invited to project graduation.
May I ask a question?
Absolutely.
Even though we're not part of the high school PTA, can we still,
Of course, no, they need everybody. It's better for you to have, it's better for,
we can still volunteer to do
got
it?
two left. Sorry.
Yes.
It's better for you to volunteer as your kids are coming up, because then you'll see what it is. And they want, what we want is we want more people to know what's going on and to have a basis that it doesn't start fresh every year. And it's a really amazing program. When I went to here like a gajillion years ago, it was very cool, and it's even cooler now. And to volunteer and to see the kids, it's awesome. So please volunteer. Please come. It's awesome. You're going to have a great time.
I'll be there.
Yeah, I stayed until midnight last time, and I kind of wanted to stay later, but I was very tired. But it's really, really fun, and they stay until 5 o'clock in the
You stay
morning.
very late, you can get hypnotized.
Yeah, there's like, then it's, I mean, the project graduation is an amazing event, and I'm going off script here, but everybody leaves with something. All the kids are made to feel special. It's a really great night. They have games over here. They've got games over there. There's food everywhere. Everybody, they gets like a prize table, and everyone gets picked for a number, and they get to like raffle something off. But they get, at least, you leave with at least a gift card. Some people are going to leave with like other cool things. It's just really a great event, and it's nice for the kids, and it's nice to see the kids. I love it. Okay, the scholarship, the PTSA scholarship. The prompt was this year: the PTSA works together to serve parents, teachers, and students in our school, community, and beyond. Tell us about a contribution that you've made to your community and how it impacted you. We had a lot of really great essays. And then we awarded 11 students $300 each, and that they're going to get that award June 4th at the Senior Awards. Decision Day was May 1st, and that was really great. We had an ice cream truck, and the kids really enjoyed that. There was a lot of great pictures on the Instagram. And then we just finished the teacher appreciation. From May 5th to May 9th, we stocked the teacher's lounge. Every day was a different thing, different theme, and it was great. And then we awarded $250 grants each to 4 teachers. So Emily Cabrera, Patricia Iyer, Nicholas DeSantis, and Kristen Driscoll. And that's it. So,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Just last thing with my superintendent's report, I had the opportunity this afternoon with Dr. Arietta, Ms. Luciano, and our high school staff to go to the Computer Science Honor Society, where the kids had an opportunity to share some of the projects they're working on, and they were also honored for their work in the computer science program, and many of our seniors are going on to college, so it's kind of like a signing day for our seniors. So it was a great event, and it's always nice to go every year. We had a lot of parents as well. And that concludes my superintendent report.
Okay. So we can open the floor to public commentary. I believe we probably have at least one. So I'll start reading protocol for public commentary is as follows. All opinions are heard. Everyone should be an active listener. Each person is responsible for his or her behavior. Respect diverse perspectives. Be conscious of your speaking time and tone. Limit of 3 minutes is appropriate time frame to state your issue. Speakers may not give unused time to other speakers. Issues of specific personnel, either positive or negative, cannot be discussed at board meetings. References, comments, or discussion that does or may identify a specific student or students by name or situation will not be discussed publicly due to FERPA law.
Issues pertaining to specific students should be addressed privately with the student's teacher, principal, or school counselor in accordance with Policy 1400, Public Concerns, before bringing the issue to the superintendent's attention. The board reserves the right to close comments on an issue if the residents become unruly or disrespectful, or if the topic is something that the board is legally unable to discuss in public. If an unusual number of people are attending to bring forth a specific issue, the number of speakers could be limited. Depending on the number of people wishing to speak during public commentary, the board reserves the right to reduce the time limit on each speaker until everyone is heard. The sole purpose of public commentary is for the board to actively listen to the community. Meeting protocol requires that questions presented to the board during public commentary will be responded to when possible. At the board's discretion, questions requiring investigations will be referred to the superintendent and will be responded to in a timely fashion through future board meetings, electronic mail, or telephonically, provided the contact information is supplied on the public commentary sign-up sheet.
Mr. Dominguez?
Hello, everyone. I have another coffee break. Just my reading skill. Yes, my name is Herman Dominguez. I'm from Cleaning Service of Hudson Valley, and I'm the BP. I live in 18 Parker Road, Garnerville, New York. As you know, I was here last week, and I brought to the board attention the concern of that the business office recommend the school board to approve the bid of cleaning and summer services 2025 to Apple Maintenance Service. If you recall, Apple Maintenance was the highest bidder submitted in the response. To the request for a proposal, the business office never made a determination as to bid cleaning service of Hudson Valley or even the contractor that submitted the second highest bid. To refresh the board memory, the bid submitted were as follows. Cleaning services of Hudson Valley, $793,881.55. SJ Services, $858,688. Apple Maintenance, $895,010. Tonight, the board is voting on the proposal budget for the school year. Can the board please explain to me or reminder of the people present tonight and the taxpayer the status of the bid for cleaning services and summer cleaning services 2025-2026, and why the business office recommended over $100,000 more than the price by cleaning services of Hudson Valley. Thank you.
Thank you. So we'll have a quick comment, and Ms. Espinal, our Assistant Superintendent for Business and Operations, will also make some comments. But as you know, when we put a request for bids out, we have certain specifications and responsible bids, and we need to make sure that the people that are responding to those bids meet those specifications. Do you want to clarify?
Thank you. So within municipal law, we have to award to the lowest responsible and responsive bidder. Responsive means that you're meeting the request within the bid specifications. Of course, it's favorable for the district if the lowest bidder is also responsible to the bid specifications. So that would be ideal, which I would say 99.9% of our bids awards are such. But with this one, they were vendors that didn't meet all the specifications and requirements within the bid document. So that's why we recommended the other one.
Thank you, Ms. Espinal.
Thank you.
Is there any more public commentary? No? Okay. Okay, so we can go to, board discussion, any committee reports? I have one. I don't know if anyone else has one? No? Okay. So I'll go over the facilities committee notes. All right, so, on May 14th, we had a facilities committee meeting, discussing phase one with CLE and William O'Shafer. The schedule was reviewed, abatement from 7/5 through 7/19, with substantial completion being on 8/23, floors to be waxed by Sunday, boxes moved back into rooms by Monday, 8/25, CPL punch list scheduled for Monday, 8/25 and 8/26. CPL will share Google Doc with facility team for tracking status by classroom. We're hoping that that can really help us know which classrooms are ready. So, if there obviously is any extra time to get those teachers in, I know that they're contractually obligated only for a certain time, but we obviously are doing our best to get them in there. We have phase two at TZHS, schedule review, same as above except for substantial completion date. The abatement, again, from 7/5 through 7/19. We have substantial completion on 8/22. And then we have teachers to pack soon, and custodians and movers will be moving boxes to trailers being leased. Floors to be waxed by Sunday. Boxes moved back into rooms by Monday, 8/25. CPL punch list scheduled for Monday, 8/25 and 8/26. CPL will share a Google Doc once again with facility team for tracking status by classroom. And then we have the TZHS Nurses Suite ADA restroom, which is in the 2025-2026 budget. CPL held user group meeting, option 1, $159,000, and option 2, $151,000. CPL and TPG recommendation is option 2. It would not require relocation of SRO, and the nurses are okay with losing their storage room so that we can supply the nurses suite ADA restroom. Committee decided on option 2. Then we have phase 3 in SOMS, and the SED approval has been received. So that was the facility notes. Do we have any agenda items that we need to discuss?
I just have a report out. We had a school safety meeting. Mr. Galino led that meeting. Ms. Gravino was in attendance, and many people here. We talked about the school safety plan, so that's a plan that gets updated annually, and Mr. Galino has spent a lot of time with different stakeholders, making sure that plan has everything that needs to be in the plan, not only for the district, but for each of our schools. We also talked about reunification training, so we're still in the process of rolling out reunification, and I know you and I think 2 of our staff are going to visit a school in the coming weeks to witness a reunification drill, a school that seems to be further ahead. And so we're looking forward to that and planning on having some of those practice drills with some staff starting this summer and then into next year. There was also a safety conference forum that you attended with Dr. Tessick. And we're looking at our security enhancements that if the budget is approved tonight, when the voters approve the budget, we're looking at more security enhancements this summer in all of our schools. Did I miss anything? Good?
Okay.
Can I just ask a question? So just going back to the facilities report.
Yes.
So 8:25, the boxes will be back in the rooms. When was the cleaning scheduled for the rooms?
So the cleaning will be immediately following substantial completion.
And throughout the summer.
And
Saturday, over the weekend?
yeah, and that's the final cleaning. That's not.
So
yeah.
8/23 and 8/24.
8/22 and 8/23.
So we can do a walkthrough on the plan to make sure?
Yeah, we're planning to schedule a walkthrough probably, I think.
Before the final.
We had the
right?
date.
So that we're not,
Well, we're going to do one walkthrough at the end of July, beginning of August, and then another walkthrough at the end of the summer. But the difference this summer is that the cleaners are following the construction crew. So it won't be that they're just showing up and hoping to get the rooms cleaned in 2 days. They'll be here throughout the summer, and then the final cleaning will happen.
I think a walkthrough should be scheduled too for the week after of 8/5,
Yes, we are doing that.
or like midweek, just before school opens that
Yep.
next week.
You're like, it's at least 2 or 3 too. 'cause
Yeah,
I would like.
before
at
the
least
boxes
four,
are
but last year,
unpacked
I
at
wanna make
least.
sure that there's no.
Yeah,
Yeah, we will.
thank you.
All right, so everyone had a chance to look at the agenda. Is there anything that we need to discuss, any changes? No? Okay. Everyone good? All right, so we can move right to motion to approve consent agenda, categories 8 through 10.
Motion.
Thank you, Dinah. Thank you, Katie. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right. And a chance for new business? If not, we can, okay. Motion to adjourn to executive session to receive advice from legal counsel at 8:33.
Motion.
Thank you. Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, everyone, we're just going to go to executive session for a little bit. We have some time to do some other business while we're waiting for the results of the election. We appreciate you being here, but you can do whatever you need to for that time.
Yeah, there's no more business.
Of course. This is black.
That's what we're gonna do.
Okay.
I didn't have minutes or notes, so it just winged it. It was fine.
Sorry. I just don't want to mess up. I trust, but I don't presume.
All right.
You could be testing me too. You know? Like I said, I measure success by learning from my mistakes. I got a couple of people that said they like that. I was like, well, thank you.
That's good for me. Where are we doing this? We gotta go downstairs with this thing. Where's Nana? So we gotta go downstairs. I would have ordered a pizza.
All right.
May as well leave my stuff. I'm coming back. Back here.
No choice.
Netflix.
Aye.
Okay. Okay. So the results, annual district meeting, Board of Education. Resolution declaring the results of the May 2025 annual school district meeting, budget, vote, and election of board members. Whereas the annual school district meeting was held on May 20th, 2025 to vote on the budget proposition number 1 for the 2025-2026 school year and for the election of 2 members to the Board of Education. And whereas the inspectors of election have duly counted and canvassed the votes on the budget proposition and election of 2 members of the Board of Education, and have delivered to the district clerk signed statements of the canvass of the vote, setting forth, among other things, the total number of persons who voted, as shown on the printout of each voting machine and by the said inspector's records, the number of absentee ballots votes cast, and the total number of votes cast, which is attached hereto and made a part of this resolution. Therefore, be it resolved that the said Board of Education declares the results of the said canvass on the proposition for the 2025-2026 budget as follows. Votes in favor of budget proposition number 1, 1,685. Votes against budget proposition number 1, 556. And be it further resolved that the said Board of Education declares the results of the canvass on the election of 2 members of the Board of Education as follows. Board seat incumbent Stephen Finn. Votes in favor of Stephen Finn, 1,456. Votes for others, 86. Board seat incumbent David Sansone. Votes in favor of David Sansone, 1,076. Votes in favor of John Savage, 1,214. Votes for others, 1. And be it further resolved that the district clerk shall record the results of this vote upon the budget proposition and the election of 2 members to the Board of Education, as hereby announced and declared. Motion to approve the resolution declaring the results of the May 20th, 2025 annual school district meeting, budget vote, and election of board members. Do I have a motion? Can I have a motion, please? No?
Supposed to say something?
I need a motion for this.
Motion.
Thank you, Rob. Second? I mean, what do you? I believe we do, yes.
You want to try a second?
Thank you. All in favor? Aye. Can I? Thank you, thank you. Aye. Okay, all in favor, thank you. All right, motion to adjourn the meeting